Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Giselle and I review fragrances. Today guys, I'm super excited because this is actually a collab with my dear friend Deb from Deborah Day, the fragrance enabler. She is an amazing fragrance reviewer. She has a phenomenal fragrance collection. It's just a pleasure to watch her. She's very calm, very sweet, very welcoming, and I will leave her link down below, so when you have time or if you're curious, I would suggest that you go check out her channel. And today we wanted to bring you guys 3 categories. We thought that people tend to gravitate towards these categories. Of course, there are many others, but we thought that we wanted to talk about sexy, classy, and fresh fragrances. So if you are interested, stay tuned. So let's get started with the sexy category. And number 1, this is actually in no particular order because we have 3 fragrances for each category and they are all pretty much the same, at the same level. That's why I have included them in this list. So I'll start with Red Oud by the House of Montale. Guys, this is, oh my gosh. This fragrance, it's stunning. It has cumin. This is a woody, spicy floral. This is a spice bomb as well. It has cumin, has saffron. Saffron is very prominent. It's almost gourmand. It's super sexy. Gosh, it's delicious. It has also Haitian vetiver. It has sandalwood. It has tonka. The dry down is very pleasant. It doesn't stay as spicy and strong as it is at first sniff. So don't be discouraged. Give this a try because it's an amazing fragrance. It's super intoxicating, super sexy, massive compliment getter. Projection, guys, oh gosh, projection is 10 out of 10. This is a beast. It's absolutely beautiful. It has rose as well. You can smell the rose, but it's not your typical romantic, rosy, flowery type of fragrance. It's a very nice rose. It's subdued. What is predominant here is the saffron and also the cumin, the spices, but I think this is one of the most beautiful Montale fragrances. To me, this and Crystal Oud, I always talk about that. That's why I haven't included in this list. I try to talk about fragrances that maybe I haven't talked that much before or haven't talked about them at all. So yeah, this is Red Oud by Montale. Second place, guys, Rolling in Love by the House of Kilian. This is like, I have no words to describe this. This is like really, this is like sex in a bottle. It's absolutely addictive. Oh my God, it's sexy, it's lush, it's addictive, deep, rich. Oh my, it's a very lactonic fragrance. It's a floral fragrance, actually. It's an oriental floral. It's very lactonic. It actually has almond milk. It has honey, iris, musk, and ambrette seeds. I don't know if you know what ambrette seeds are, but it's a seed of an evergreen shrub which is used in perfumery. Sorry. It's used in perfumery to sub for the natural musk for ethical reasons. You know, natural musk come from animals, from deers, and yeah, for ethical reasons, the perfume industry is trying to avoid that, like with ambergris, for example, right? So they try to use ambrette seed because ambrette seed seems to be similar to musk. It's not animalic, of course, so it's not as strong. It is, well, musk is not really strong, but the ambrette seeds are more, how to explain, like the animal musk, it's more prominent, it's deeper, it's sharper, and the ambrette seed is way more gentle, subtle. It's different, but still smells musky and gives you that cozy feeling. But I love this. This is absolutely out of this world. Beautiful. Rolling in Love by the House of Kilian. Guys, third place in the sexy category, Lady Vengeance by Juliette has a gun. So this is a Chypre floral. Chypre is actually my favorite olfactory group. You know, it's stunning. There are floral Chypres, there are fruity Chypres. This is the floral one, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's not for the faint of heart, I have to tell you. This is for the boss babe, for the women who likes to grab attention, because this has massive projection. It has like beast sillage, lasting power, I don't know, at least 10 hours. It's absolutely stunning. It's been created by none other than Mr. Francis Corjan. You know, he's not a rookie. he knows how to do great things. And this is no exception. It has lavender, it has bergamot, it has musk, vanilla, iso is super, and ambroxan, which are two molecules that I love in perfumery. I absolutely love iso is super and ambroxan. And this has the two of them, which I love and can actually be a turn off for many people who don't like that. But I love those notes, especially combined, you know, with the vanilla, with the bergamot, with the lavender. It is super, super well balanced. This is a nighttime fragrance, no doubt. Well, actually these three are, I think, will perform better during the night, especially in the colder months. But this one in particular, it's like night. And look at the color. For whatever reason, they picked the color black, and I think it matches perfectly. It's beautiful scent. It's super, 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 super sexy, super nice. You feel like bold, you feel in control, you feel like when you want to feel like you have a baba boom type of vibe, go for this one. Lady Vengeance by Juliette has a gun. Guys, let's get started with the classic category. So I have tried, as I said it before, I think I tried to include fragrances I haven't talked about before or I haven't read a lot about before. But in this case, I cannot talk about classic fragrances without bringing Eau de Soir by Sisley. Sisley is a high-end skincare brand. They have a few fragrances. This is the first of the house and it's my favorite. This is the epitome of class. This is class in a bottle, and I say it over and over again. I can't describe this fragrance better than that. This is for, I can see a C-suite executive pulling this off. This is for people who are, for women. This is by no chance or by no means unisex. However, this is completely up to you. If you want to wear this, go for it. If it brings you joy, go for it 100%. But it is marketed to women, and I think this is a very feminine fragrance. It has grapefruit, mandarin orange, it has rose, it has patchouli, it has lily of the valley as well. But let me tell you, what makes this fragrance unique is, and different probably, is I think it's the oak moss, which gives this fragrance kind of a dewy feel, although it's a Chypre floral. I love Chypres, as you see. But what makes the flower that makes this fragrance very, very special is syringa. Syringa is a white flower originally from Spain, and it's a night flower. So during the night, this flower kind of blooms, and it radiates a very, very fragrant scent. And that scent actually attracts the night butterflies to pollinate the flower, right? So it's a very, very powerful flower, and it's the main ingredient here. It's the most prominent. It's nothing that you can pick unless you're very, very familiar with the flower. But what I can tell you is that this fragrance, I think it's one of a kind. That's why it is been around since the 90s and never been discontinued. And in Europe, it's a very, very popular fragrance. I think in Europe it's as popular as Baccarat Rouge, and the only difference is that this is a classic. I can compare this to Coco Noir. Not Coco Noir, Coco, the classic Coco. I think this is even more classy than Coco Noir. But this is like, yeah, the only fragrance in the market I can compare this with as far as a classy status, I would say, is Coco by Chanel. So guys, give it a try. If you like Chypre florals, If you want to wear something that not everybody's wearing, if you want to feel classy, if you want to feel bold and also sexy, and if you want to turn heads, go for Eau de Soir by Sisley. Projection and sillage are beast, and I get 8 hours plus with this fragrance. Give it a try, Eau de Soir by Sisley. So moving on, guys, we have here Carnal Flower by Frederic Malle, Edition de Parfums. So this beauty has been created by Dominique Ropion. He has many great fragrances in his portfolio, like Pure Poison, for example, Dune by Dior. He also was the head, the nose of all the flankers of Girl of Now by Elie Saab, Girl of Now, the classic, the Shine, the Forever. So all the flankers has been his creation. He's an amazing nose. He's an amazing perfumer. And this is a floral fragrance, period. It's a tuberose on steroids. This is a tuberose overdose. And I was really hesitant because I don't like tuberose. And honestly, as beautiful as this fragrance is, I don't like how it turns on my skin. Like, initially it's very nice, but after a while the dry down turns very, very weird on my skin. So unfortunately, I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it, but this is absolutely an amazing fragrance. It has cantaloupe melon, it has musk, it has coconut, it has ylang ylang. So you can smell something. It's not cloyingly sweet, but you can smell something. The coconut, I think, here is more prominent than the ylang ylang, for example, but it's definitely strong. But still, the tuberose, it's really overpowering. However, this has eucalyptus, and the eucalyptus has that camphor or menthol type of feeling. It's like refreshing, like a minty type of feeling. You won't feel that minty thing, but that eucalyptus note will balance in, probably keep the tuberose not so strong. And that's what I have experienced. However, although the tuberose is not as prominent thanks to the eucalyptus, that I think it's what balances the whole thing out, still it doesn't smell great on my skin after an hour or so. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it, unfortunately. But it's a great fragrance. By no means, it is a little bit old school, but by no means this is like a grandma type of fragrance, which I hate to say. I hate labels, and when people say it's your grandma type of fragrance or something like that, I think they talk in a, I just don't like referring to your grandma as an old fragrance or bad fragrance. I just don't like labels, that's why. But still, since this is the way how people express themselves, how they articulate themselves, I try to use the same verbatim, and that's why I'm telling you, this is not your typical grandma fragrance. It's old school somehow, but it's also very classy. It's also very, very classy. That's why I have included this one in this category. This can definitely be a signature scent. So guys, give it a try. It's a masterpiece. It's a beauty. Carnal Flower, I hope it works out great in your skin, because it's a great, great fragrance. Highly advisable. So in third place, we have A Palm, which means a part of me. It's a masterpiece by the house of Maison Francis Kurkdjian. This is, I think, this and Petit Matin are my favorite from the house. It's an amazing white yellow flower combo. It has citrus as well. It's absolutely stunning. It's a kind of soapy fragrance, but this is when you want to feel like you're put together, when you want to spray some fragrance, but those days when you don't know what to wear, you grab this one and you are good to go. I love this. I absolutely love this fragrance. It's a very, very classy fragrance. It's very elegant. As I said, it will make you feel like you're totally put together. It's signature scent worthy. Absolutely. It has been my signature scent for years. It's nothing new, but is it groundbreaking? I would say yes, because I have never smelled anything like this. We have tons, hundreds of thousands of yellow and white florals in the market, however, with citrus. However, this smells different. This smells like nothing I have smelled before. I would say, yeah, it is groundbreaking for its category. It's absolutely stunning. I get massive compliments when I wear this. It has great sillage, and when after like 2-3 hours, it becomes more like a skin scent. But still, when people come, they rave about this. I always get asked what I am wearing. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Super classy, super classy. But I think this is very, very modern, very contemporary. It's a contemporary, classy fragrance, if it makes sense. A Pomme by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. So we start with the fresh category, and I start this category with none other than Rosa Verde. It belongs to the Valentino Donna collection. This is Valentino Donna Rosa Verde. It's one of their flankers, completely 100% different than the other flankers. This is like this is a green floral with no harsh notes to it. It's not sharp, because some green fragrances are kind of sharp at the beginning, in the opening especially. This is not. This is beautiful. It has magnolia, it has osmanthus, it has petit grain. It's absolutely beautiful. It also has ginger. This is fresh air in a bottle. It's very like watery, signature scent worthy. Very, very elegant as well. It's fresh in, well, I said it's fresh. It's very invigorating. It's very uplifting. This is something you can pull off all year round. In summer, this is like, you know, it's very refreshing. It's an amazing fragrance. Again, this is very elegant. This is office safe as well. And you can, as I said, you can pull this off all year round, during the day, during the night. If you are a person who doesn't like fragrances a lot, or you are not into strong fragrances, you can still give this one a try, because it has a lot of character. However, it's not overwhelming, it's not overpowering, and it's very comforting actually. I can't imagine someone who doesn't like this. Rosa Verde, Valentino Donna Rosa Verde. So the second place in the fresh category is L'Odyssée by Issey Miyake. There are many, many flankers. I'm talking about the original. I believe this is Eau de Parfum, or it is Eau de Toilette. I think this is the Eau de Toilette. Yes, I think this is the Eau de Toilette. But it is a super performer. This is 10 out of 10 in all the departments. Massive compliment getter, great sillage, great staying power, great projection, and it's beautiful. It's a floral aquatic fragrance. It's from the 90s. It's nothing new. That's probably why people might not hear a lot about this one, but it's a bomb. It's so beautiful. It's a crowd pleaser. I don't know people who doesn't like this either. It's very ozonic. It's aquatic, as I said. It has lotus flower. It has melon, like cantaloupe melon. It has rose. I believe it has freesias as well. What can I tell you about this fragrance? It's beautiful. You can pull this off mornings, days, morning days, evenings. You can pull this off for a formal meeting. You can pull this off for a club. You can anytime. I find this a very, very versatile fragrance. And crowd pleaser, 100%. I'm an oversprayer, and I can tell you, I don't know how many sprays. Every time I wear this, I spray like 20, no, not 20, but I spray a lot, and nobody complains. Actually, people are very, very pleased, and they ask me what I am wearing. It's a super stunning fragrance, very underrated, because it's no longer trendy, but it's one of the many beauties of the 90s. It has a lot of character, because sometimes these type of fragrances are more like subdued, or more like a shy type of profile, but this is I would say this is very bold. This is very bold. It has a lot of character, but still it's so feminine and so classy. So this is the woman version. The men version is amazing. I don't know which one I like. I had both, and I ran out of the men fragrance, and I'm wearing this, and yeah, I have a backup because this is stunning. L'Odyssée by Issey Miyake. This is the Eau de Toilette. Great performance. The sillage is like out of this world. So give it a try. And the last one in this category is Highline. Highline by Bond number 9. This is absolutely a stunning green fragrance. Ooh, it's green. It's, when I smell this, it smells like grass to me, but it also has pink tulips. It's absolutely beautiful. I think this is like a very urban type of fragrance. Like, for example, this one and L'Eau de Soir are, to me, they are urban. They are like city, big city green fragrance, if it makes sense. While Valentina Donna Rosa Verde, of course, this is for the city girl as well. But when I smell this, it reminds me more of the countryside, dewy fields, like this type of vibes. This one, it's more like more urban. That's the way, the best way I have to describe it. It's very vibrant. It's clean, beautiful. It has orange flower. It has an oak base, which I think it makes this fragrance very, very, very different among all the green florals out there. It gives this fragrance some depth. I absolutely adore this fragrance. I love the house as well. Bond is a very green conscious house. They actually recycle all of the bottles. When you're done, you can return them and they recycle all the bottles. I think that's great. And yeah, it also has bergamot and rhubarb. I think the rhubarb note is very, very important. I think the rhubarb, probably the oak base, as I said, and the rhubarb is what makes this fragrance different. I think, well, Delina, the famous Delina, has rhubarb in it. I don't find Delina, I'm not reviewing Delina now, but I don't find Delina groundbreaking except for the rhubarb note. Like, it's a rosy, pretty, girly, feminine type of fragrance. However, what I think that makes Delina very, very special and very unique and takes it to another level is the rhubarb, because the rhubarb gives some tartness. It gives something different. You smell something beautiful. It's like fizzy, and it's something that you don't know what it is, and that is the rhubarb. And this has rhubarb as well, and again, it has this fizzy type of thing. And honestly, I think this is what makes this fragrance very, very unique. I love it. Highline by Bond number 9. So guys, thanks again for watching. As I said at the beginning, this is a collab with my great friend Deb. I will link her channel down below. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing and giving me thumbs up, because that way you will help me grow my channel. And if I grow my channel, I'll be able to keep delivering great content for you. So let me know in the comments below if there is any fragrance in particular that you would like for me to review. Which of the fragrances I mentioned here are you familiar with, or what is your favorite sexy, classy, and fresh fragrance? Thank you so much for watching again. Stay tuned, and above all, stay safe. Thank you. Goodbye.